Glad to have you with us from Kenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one. It's the Kansas State Wildcats and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, it is a wild scene here down on the field. The home coach has told me pregame one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it.
Check. 1852 soldier. 1852 soldier. Here we go. Where did he go?
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The give on the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Got a man. It's Jackson. Turning it on. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Johnson looking to throw. Complete on the left to Williams. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And now on 2nd down for this offense.
Here we go. Go, go.
He'll try it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. And the Tar Heels want to move quickly. From the gun, the ground game. Turns it on in midfield. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity.
Going for the big play. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. And the Tar Heels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The Wildcats use the of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Runs through a tackle. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. That fumble in plus territory just... There he goes! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
And that's such an underrated skill when you watch quarterbacks, man. To be able to see him, he sees the receiver breaking from the right side of the field, but you got to be able to read the coverage in front, and that's really good timing, getting the ball out of your hands, knowing when he's going to come open, and putting the ball right on him.
Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
The run inside. It's Jackson. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. Down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
Running inside, it's Fields.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go right back to the run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for his man. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. The 40. Past the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, North Carolina.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fields. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times, as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
Might as well stick with him. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Fields. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands, he's dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him, get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man. He stopped short of the first down, but he gets it into plus territory on the scramble, and now decision time on 4th.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the first down. There was no way he was going out of bounds there on 3rd. Fighting for every inch he could get. Didn't quite get there. And now you've got a big decision if you're the head coach. You're going to stay on the field and try to go for this thing.
And the Wildcats will try to convert on 4th down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, going to the air. Makes a catch, first down, and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Fights off the defender. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Wildcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
On first and goal, let's see what Kansas State calls.
Ready? 129. Ready to go.
Johnson looking to throw. Under fire. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And honestly, David, the defense does not look locked in these last two plays at all. They had the pass interference. There was guys complaining on the field. They looked a bit discombobulated, late getting lined up. The very next play, though, the offense is able to take advantage of it, running it in for a score.
Yeah, you got to get physical down there, man. When you get inside the 5-yard line, you know what's coming a lot of the times, man, and you got to meet that physical challenge. You can't pout. You can't look to the sidelines. You can't say, why did you throw the flag? You got to get ready to play.
North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Tar Heels moving quickly to the line.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense, and you continue...
There's a crease. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave them a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The run inside. It's Jackson. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Offense, quick tempo.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
28-29 bounce. 28-29. Right.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After that false start, the whole approach changes now on 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's O'Neal. Here's a heat. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Got his man. Breaks the tackle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to ride this running back. Makes one man miss. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Caught behind the line. It's Fields. What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Motion from the wideout. Johnson wants to throw it. They're working that left side. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
The game is still early. We're in the first half, but you need to score a touchdown here to keep this thing close. That's why that last play on 3rd down was so big for this offense. There's plays you just got to have. I know it's early, but that was one right there the offense needed, and they got it.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got a man. It's White. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Fields. And he gets it out past the sticks. It'll be first down for Kansas State. Timeout taken here. 2nd one called by Kansas State. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. Finds some time. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Kansas State.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Johnson looking to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Touchdown, Wildcats! Fitted in the window for the score.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's open the show with Vanderbilt taking on the number 15 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Commodores engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. It's White. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And I love the way the receiver works his route on this. He really sets the defender up. He sells like he's going one way, puts his foot in the ground, comes back to the football. Nice job execution.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Fighting off the defender. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Under fire. He gets away.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Wide receiver comes in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it and be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Way too close to punt, way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down, looking for room at the 30. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You could tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big 4th down conversion.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. Got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Absolutely perfect. And it's a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter after the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Now on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass, it's O'Neal. Bringing the heat. And they got him.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
Fires to the wideout. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. Running inside, it's Jackson. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Swings it out to the flat, and they get him down.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Fires to the big fella. Gets away from one. He's got space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete.
Might have a chance. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The give on the counter. Picks up the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. Johnson wants to throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. Knocks him down a couple of yards short of the marker. And how about this free safety showing those tackling skills and forcing a 4th down?
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Tight end now in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Release to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job there by the running back working the middle of the field in the passing game. I think oftentimes when defenders see these running backs coming out of the backfield, they're just anticipating a swing route or a flat route, something to the perimeter. That time, he put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face and found himself in the middle of the field.
About the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. And the Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback.
Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Wildcats. The defense putting points on the board.
It's the one thing the head coach challenges his team with, guys. Late in games in the 4th quarter, tie ball game. Who's going to step up and make a play? That guy did right there. Picking it off, taking it to the house.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Kansas State 24, North Carolina 17.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Lead in this one, not a lot of mystery. They have to have points on this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. North Carolina will call its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying to impose their will with the run. Push down for the tackle.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
The run inside. It's Jackson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Running inside, it's Jackson. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. Johnson looking to throw. Lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Working that left side now. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the middle. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it. And then
got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in for 6 more points. Extra point here will tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And nice job by the defense. The quarterbacks had some good success running the football. All eyes on him. They were locked in. They had nowhere to go with the football, and I like it. They finished the run with a nice physical tackle, get an extra lick on that QB.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Johnson wants to throw it. On target. Still running at the 40. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll keep it on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Harris. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. In the red area, it's Harris. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
And the Wildcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown Wildcats. They move on top here in the 4th. The Wildcats are right back on top.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The play action fake. Takes the easy one to the back. Got room at the 35. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
It's complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time play.